Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Trey Tucker to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed right side to Addison. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 30.
The gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, Stroud has a man downfield. It's Laporta. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. It's Laporta again. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Stroud completes it quick. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
On the quick, right? Ready?
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Complete here to Hampton. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gano adds the point after. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, 49ers nothing. Graham Gano set to kick
Gano
off.
ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That's Knox. He's got it. Space pass to the 35. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
22 yards.
It's a gain of 22. And that gives the 49ers the first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, Purdy to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
That pass is caught by Horton. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long. They're going to throw. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Stroud. Going with a screen. They hit it. And he's going to be hit. Sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
To the air. Stroud. Finds Brown right side. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Stroud throwing here on first. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Graham Gano set to kick
Gano
off.
ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Play action now with Purdy. He rolls to his right. Got a man. It's Knox. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy throwing here. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Could make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. You just couldn't quite find the connection.
And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. All set now. First and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
All right. 18. Look the hot, look the hot.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has it downfield, working the left. Into the red zone. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts take a 20-zip lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Back to work after throwing the pick. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Purdy on first down. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broad pass incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Brooks going for the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure running backs' merit by touchdowns, yards. Fantasy football world we live in, but as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
And keeping his own read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Working quickly here.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal, San Francisco.
Brown. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he gets in, touchdown. The 49ers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Brock Purdy with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Cam Little to try the extra point. And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Oh, ready? 118. What's up? 19 Texas.
Looking to throw. And he put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Gano ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Brady gets this from the pistol.
At the 37-yard line.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 22 out of that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
First down throw by Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
Saint Brown. 10 more yards. Complete to Amon-Ra St.
We need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 31-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He finds him right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
A 5-yard gain.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Pops this one underneath. Brooks. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Purdy gonna look to run. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Shotgun handoff to Brooks. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Quick pass, right side, complete. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From his end zone, it's Stroud. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's going to get this up to right around that 13-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right.
Stroud to throw on first down. Complete here to Hampton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
On the quick, right?
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
All right. Hey, Key.
Again, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Colts with the football as they hang on to this comfortable lead. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, King. It's high. 11.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. He fits it through the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, uno more. Why, Tony? Hey.
Here's Stroud again. Trying for the deep ball. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Texas. All right. 19 Texas.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. 18.
Now Purdy. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long.
Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here on fourth. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And this is brought to a stop at the 34-yard line there. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Again, it's Brock Purdy. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, Purdy to throw. Here's Rocks, that ball's free. The Colts pick it up. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Tony. Tonight.
A give left side to Brown. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts in very good shape, up by 15. So first and 10 now from the 30. Hampton gets the handoff. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield.
At the 47-yard line.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Get set. Do not. Alert. 18. What's up? Ball now.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he takes it down to the 33. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy on 1st down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Hey.
Design quarterback run here. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.